Hello everyone, welcome to my Royal Life News channel. The story for today is her portrayal in The Crown is not exactly flattering. Fortunately, the Duchess of Cornwall is not one to hold a grudge. The Duchess has called a royal family truce with the Netflix drama, inviting her on-screen alter ego to a reception at her home and joking that she may have to step in to deliver her speech. The Duchess, played by Emerald Fennell in recent series, became the first senior member of the royal family to warmly acknowledge the show during an event to celebrate female leaders. During an reception for International Women's Day, in which she hosted ladies and one or two brave gentlemen at Clarence House to celebrate progress and push for more, she included Ms. Fennell on an exclusive guest list. Her speech called on women to share their stories to bring about a more equal world, and it addressed the actress who plays the young Camilla Parker Bowles directly. It is reassuring to know that, if I should fall off my perch at any moment, my fictional alter ego is here to take over, the Duchess told her audience to laughter. So, Emerald, be prepared. The invitation may prove something of a relief to the makers of The Crown, who have traded off their insider knowledge of royal family life but found themselves increasingly rebuffed as the show has gone on. From its early portrayal of the Queen as a young woman, the series is now up to the 1980s and 90s and includes the story of the Prince of Wales, Diana and Camilla. After writer Peter Morgan claimed he had regular meetings with high-ranking members of the royal household to discuss storylines, the palace was moved to dismiss claims of royal endorsement, reminding The Guardian, which published Morgan's claims, that the show was fictionalized. The Duke of Cambridge is said to have been frustrated at the Netflix drama for commercializing his late mother's Panorama interview with Martin Bashir. His younger brother Prince Harry, who has a commercial deal with Netflix to produce television shows, has said of the show, "I am way more comfortable with The Crown than I am seeing stories written about my family or my wife." He said the program was fictional but loosely based on the truth, giving a rough idea of the pressures of putting duty and service above family and everything else. Speaking after her conversation with the Duchess, Fennell said, "It was absolutely delightful. She is such an impressive person. It was fittingly nice to meet her today on International Women's Day because she does so much for so many particularly female-centered charities. I was nervous I might be thrown in the tower, but so far so good. She's been in the spotlight for a long time and has always weathered it with a lot of grace and good humor." Asked about visiting Clarence House, she added, "It's very strange to be here, and lovely, but you see it in photographs so it feels like you know it." The Duchess and the actress chatted for a few minutes, but when asked about the conversation, Fennell replied with a smile, "You know what, I'm going to be very discreet, because if I've learnt anything, it's loose lips sink ships." Later, in a speech to mark the Women of the World Festival, which takes place at the South Bank Centre, London, from March 11 to 13, the Duchess welcomed guests including those from Ukraine, where democracy and freedom are under brutal attack, and female judges from Afghanistan. Their stories, of the humanity behind the headlines, are unbearably moving, but they must, and they do, have the power to stir us to action, she said. Saying there had been much progress since the first International Women's Day on March 8, 1913, the Duchess added, "There remain vast strides to be made. On the current trajectory, we will need more than 135 years to close the gender gap worldwide." Inna Pristaiko, the wife of the Ukrainian ambassador, also delivered a speech in which she shared the horror and sorrow in the eyes of every Ukrainian woman, mother and wife. She thanked the royal family for their strong and touching support of Ukraine. That is all for today news. Thank you for watching to my channel. Please be sure to leave your comment and subscribe below for more news update.